with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. This is Kevin Harlan.
And guys, this really sets up to be an incredible night in terms of excitement from the coaches to the players to us here in the booth. I mean, this is such a fantastic event to be a part of.
Guys, it really is the greatest all-star game in all the sports, in my opinion. We have the best players in the NBA at the peak of their powers. I mean, I can't wait to see what this year's game has in store for us.
I'll look at the West All-Stars starting group. They've got Big Daddy. Big Daddy is out there with ABC. Then there's Hardaway. Then it's Flash in at the shooting guard position. Here's Vanderbilt. Knocks down the step-back Jay.
And fans and celebrities alike have descended on this town for All-Star Week. There's been a bunch of fun events going on all over the place.
And, Greg, it's like that every year. I mean, no matter what city is hosting, it becomes a mecca for everyone who wants to take in one of the greatest scenes in all of sports. Not only to watch the best players, but to be seen by the other stars in the crowd.
And that's life above the rim, courtesy of our AT&T 5G Slam Cam.
And we've got a collection of the greatest players in the world here. I mean, and playing in an event where they can really let it all hang out.
And that's exactly why we always come away with such great memories. I mean, because they really do try to give the fans as many highlights as possible. And they are the best players in the world.
And here are the East All-Stars now, following the three-point basket by the West All-Stars. And the shot goes down.
And this game literally has been wide open as it gets.
Yeah, both teams completely neglecting their defensive duties.
And now another look at that mobile one-block defensive performance.
And making a statement right away, letting them know they won't get any easy ones when he's around.
We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Back to Young. Passes it to Early. That's in, coming off the assist from Young.
Not much in the way of defense being played here early on.
Well, you know how it works. I mean, both teams will be conserving their energy at the defensive end until later on. That's typically how this thing unfolds.
Here's Flash. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
As All-Stars shooting their first foul shot of the night. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Young passes to Early. Bryant with it. Now here is Abdul-Jabbar. Out to Kobe. Lets it go with a three. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
And as usual, neither team really grinding too hard at the defensive end.
And I think that's okay in this event. I mean, I say the more highlights, the better.
Now here's Kobe. 8 points for him. It's Young on the wing. And there's the pass to Abdul-Jabbar. 6 to shoot. Uses the glass to finish the lane.
Yeah, such a crafty move. That's an all-star game special right there, folks.
That certainly isn't any regular season move. I agree with that. I mean, you save that kind of move for the big stage of the All-Star Week.
So the timeout taken here, the first for the West All-Stars. And it's a completely new group for the East All-Stars.
And, you know, the fan voting is what determines the starters in the All-Star game. Then the coaches will decide on the reserves. But either way, whether you're picked by the fans or the coaches, earning the title NBA All-Star, that's an honor none of these players will ever forget.
And airballs the triple. That one was way off. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
They're doing a lot of spectating there on D. But, hey, it's the All-Star game.
Down low, Green, and Green slams it in.
And this has to fire Green up. Whenever he dunks it like that, it gets the whole team energized.
Well, Greg, one thing we know for sure, you know that every player who earned a spot on this roster is going to see his share of action. Spreading the minutes evenly, as you've always talked about, is always a top priority for these All-Star game coaches.
And you're so right, Kevin. I mean, for all the hard work these players put in to get here, I mean, each one deserves a chance, if you will, to share the spotlight. It's one of the great things about the All-Star game.
I think in that situation, it was a nice try to create some space for himself with the fadeaway.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finish hard with two hands on that stuff.
Yeah, highly efficient. Nothing extra special there. Just effective.
Now Bowes. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Chalk up two there.
Not an easy finish right there, but a beautiful move to give himself just enough space to get in close and knock it down.
And they're scoring pretty well as we conclude the first quarter. The East All-Stars up on top, leading by 4. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. Welcome back for the second quarter of the main event of All-Star Weekend.
And guys, we've already seen some unbelievable action here tonight.
And there will be plenty more to come. We know that. All-Star action never disappoints.
And not as many turnovers as we often get in this game. So good to see both teams taking care of the ball.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, surprisingly, very well controlled for the most part. Sometimes things get a little wild out there, but not so here.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the court for the West All-Stars, Young is out there with Big Daddy, and it's Big Daddy, and it's Green, and it's Big Daddy in at the 3-set.
A little light on the fouls in terms of what's been called tonight, and that's usually the theme in this game.
I agree. I mean, the guys always play reasonably hard, but they don't necessarily play physically, if that makes any sense. The officials' jobs are usually pretty easy in this one.
Here's Channe. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket. We play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. It's tipped. Bobbed up there for Green. Here's Schroeder. Makes it off the glass. Schroeder's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Are you kidding? This is an all-star finish if ever I've seen one.
And that's one of the plays people are going to remember and talk about from this year's game for sure. You rarely see him missing dunks, but the defender was right in his face on that one, and it threw him off just enough.
To the inside, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
And, you know, we all know Schroeder can score now, but they're a nice assist to his wide-open teammate.
Timeout call here. The West All-Stars decide to talk it over.
Get ready for your East All-Star Dance Pack.
So the West ends up going with the new group. Here's Hardaway up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
There you go. Relentless pursuit of the ball. I love it. He never stopped working.
Up top, Kobe. Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Clock at 6. Bryant. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Kobe's got 10 points.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And how? I mean, they're taking this defense to task, taking them to school. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
Hardaway passes to Flash.
2 minutes.
Always going up for the alley-oop here. Hammers the alley-oop through.
That is all-star basketball at its best. The alley-oop run to perfection.
Young pass to ABC. Back to Young. And it's Young finishing it off.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
And with the height to see over people and the peripheral vision to do it quickly, Penny with the perfect setup.
Young with no one around. That's in, coming off an assist from Bryant. That's 7 points for Red Hot.
You know, they've got to make him earn those threes. You play off of him, and he's automatic from that distance.
Here's Flash. That one drops for him.
Challenging the bigger defender, cutting him down to size with that one.
Well, the size mismatch is no problem for this fella, guy. I mean, how much do you like seeing that aggressiveness from him?
Here's Young. Whistle blows. That's going to be a travel. Prime Time's checked in for Abdul-Jabbar. ABC's checked in for the West. There's 39 seconds left in the second quarter. Pass to Outlaw. Here's ABC. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. Tipped away. ABC passes to Kobe. Young looking around. Here's Primetime with 4 seconds on the clock. He takes it up and lays it in. Primetime's got his second bucket tonight.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. East All-Stars lead by 4. And we'll be back right after.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
An amazing first half of basketball. And it looks like we've got a game on our hands that will cap off this great weekend in style.
And it's time to strap in as we get set to bring you the explosive action of the second half of the All-Star game.
Yeah, and I'm looking for the temperature to start to rise here a little bit in this second half.
Yeah, I'm exactly with you there. I think we'll see a little less showmanship and a little more intensity from here on out.
Young is out there with Kobe. And it's Big Daddy. Then it's Kareem. And it's ABC in at the 5. That's the 5 out there for the East All-Stars.
Yeah, defensively, this is a mismatch. No contest. Jabbar with his length at the rim, forget about it.
Here's Hardaway. Tries again, and the layup is up and in.
Just no resistance inside at all. They are feasting. This is a straight buffet.
It is. It's a big one. And load the plate.
Yeah, exactly. It sure is. Plenty of second opportunities. 8 of their last 10 points from the paint, but the defense still continues to back away and not show any aggression.
Here's the lob to the hoop. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And Hardaway, Penny Hardaway, boy, what a terrific passer he is. Great floor awareness and does an excellent job finding the open man.
Young finds Bryant. Abdul-Jabbar with it. Young outside. Here's ABC. Misses the 3.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Flash passes to Hardaway. Here's Vanderbilt. And he goes big time with a dunk right over Kobe Bryant.
Yeah, and the number of slams here we're seeing tonight off the charts.
Somebody forgot to tell these guys the dunk contest is on a different night.
And the East All-Stars decide to take their first time out here.
Trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, they had to do something, anything to stop this run. You can't just let it go on any longer.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Vanderbilt's gone 4 for 4 shooting tonight. Here's Big Daddy. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him.
Way to work the glass. Buffet style. Second chance buckets. They can make a big difference.
The Big Daddy passes to Cannon. Here's P40, and it's blocked. Passes it to Big Daddy. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. And it's good for 2. Big Daddy's got 4 points now in the quarter. Big Daddy's gotten all 3 of his shots to fall for him. 3 for 3. Here's Vanderbilt. A fader. That one goes in.
And that's what we're used to him doing, but he really just hasn't had that typical impact offensively. If they keep getting him touches, this game won't be tied for long.
The tray, drops in the tray. And now it's a 3-point West All-Star lead.
Well, that's why they're in front. Aggressive play at both ends. Nicely done.
Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Here's Flash. He has 7. And the basket is good. Flash has got the lead up to 3 now for the West All-Stars.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety. That's simply an outstanding play, working the size mismatch right at the rim.
The Big Daddy passes to Big Daddy. It's good. Big Daddy's got 8.
And that's an example of playing big, adapting to the situation.
And sometimes that's the best policy when you're going up against a big guy. Take it to the 10. Right at him. Get to the rack.
He lobs up the alley-oop pass. A shot off that time.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
5 to shoot. Deft touch on the alley-oop.
Yeah, nice silky finish on the alley-oop from the stupendous feed.
That sequence couldn't have been executed any better.
Guys, I hope we get to see a few more of those.
Cannon, the putback is no good. And the game still closely contested as we end the third quarter. It's the West All-Stars up by 1. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in just a moment. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery.
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
And we welcome you back. The biggest stars of the league are putting on a show here at the All-Star Game.
And we're seeing some world-class basketball being played here tonight.
That's exactly what you'd expect coming from the absolute greatest players on the planet.
On the court for the West All-Stars, Big Daddy is out there with ABC. Then it's Trae Young, and it's Big Daddy, and it's Hardaway in at the 2 guard. It's stolen by Early. Jumps up. Whoa, what a finish! Between the legs, and he dunks it home!
Oh, always nice to see Bryant find the open man. He gets so much attention on himself. That helps create opportunities for other guys.
You know, I love how he absorbs the foul and still had a chance to knock that one down.
Boy, terrific play there. I thought even with all the contact, he still was going to get that shot to go down.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the East All-Stars?
Guys, the passing we've seen from them has been tremendous. Very unselfish.
Couple that with just how well they've shot it from beyond, and they've made this thing look easy.
And he knocks down the first one.
And Hardaway's nickname came from his grandmother. She was calling him pretty, but with that southern drawl, it sounded like Penny.
Hardaway hits them both.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Early kicks to Kobe. The pass to Young. Releases. That's good. And it's Kobe with the assist. Bryant's got 3 assists in the game. They get a hand on it. Oh, trying for it. And out of bounds. The East All-Stars will have it. 60 seconds off the clock here in the fourth. Pass to Early. Now here's Bryant. It's tipped. Pass to Najee. From down in the low post, it goes. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the West All-Stars.
Contested shots and block shots. They're bread and butter defensively. They're giving up no easy looks.
But also, they put the offense on its heel. Look at the number of steals they've been able to get. And that's something they also can take great pride in.
The West All-Stars with the ball. They trail by 1. Here's Vanderbilt. Buries it from 3-point range.
And you expect this from Young. He scans the floor and finds an open man for the shot.
Hardaway with the steal, and they're pushing it up. Launches the 3, hits it from 3-point range. Now it's a 5-point West All-Star lead.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. 11 points for Red Hot.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
Got a piece of it, and they'll keep possession. And so Bryant will bring it up for the East All-Stars. Pass to Early. It's up a 3. That's in, coming off an assist from Bryant. Bryant's got his 5th assist in this one. Now a timeout called by the West All-Stars. They're leading by 2. 1:56 left in the fourth quarter. And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Big Daddy.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. And that has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
It's deflected. Swing passes to Abdul-Jabbar.
And Bryant is the guy they look to when it comes to scoring big hoops. He doesn't run away from pressure situations. As a matter of fact, he runs right into the eye of the storm.
Knocks it loose. Hardaway passes to Vanderbilt. Here's Flash, defended by Bryant. Now the pass to Vanderbilt. 5 on the clock. Lets it go from deep. Cans it from downtown.
He's such a clutch shooter. He just lives for the big shot.
Timeout called East All-Stars. They're trailing by 3. 1:21 left to play here in the fourth. 1:21 left in the game. Bryant with the bounce pass. Here's Young. Good D by Hardaway.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over it. And watch out, you don't bring the whole basket down on top of you, young fella.
I don't think he ever wanted to let go of the rim.
Well, you got to make that moment last. Enjoy it for as long as you can.
Slim passes to Abdul-Jabbar. That's tipped. Here's Flash, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
They retain possession. We've got 28 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Outside Hardaway. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Vanderbilt. It's Kareem Abdul-Jabbar with the rebound. Here's Bryant. It's good.
And Kobe lives for these situations. You know how much he likes the spotlight, and boy, does he deliver time and time again.
So it's the West All-Stars picking up the win.
And it's impossible to know what's going to happen in these games. The talent on both sides is always so strong. But tonight, the West seemed a little more comfortable playing together as a unit, and that's what earned them the win.
You mentioned that all broadcast long, and sure enough, it came to fruition. That brings us to the conclusion of our All-Star coverage. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in. For Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan wishing you all a very good night.